Hi, how y'all doing? It is Saturday, May 10th, quarter to 11 p.m. Guess where I'm at? My not most favorite place in St. Augustine. So it appears that Thursday evening I had a heart attack. It did not feel like what I assume a heart attack should feel like, but I've had one before, so my cardiologist says, and I can only think of one or two incidents in the past 4 or 5 years that I still did not think were heart attack level, but were somewhat painful and alarming. However, my troponin levels, which are a stress hormone released by the heart when it's in distress, were crazy through the roof. They're supposed to be less than 100. Mine normally ran about 45. They went much higher than that. Thursday night. They're still wicked high. So it is a good possibility that I've had another heart attack. It's not entirely guaranteed. My troponin could have gone so high because of the stress of the situation. I had Joey, and I had just made him supper and was getting ready to fix something for myself, and my heart started racing really fast. I started getting a little bit lightheaded. Got my blood pressure cuff and checked it. My blood pressure was like 108 over 71, 60, 68 or something like that. but my heart rate was 136. I tried taking some medicine to get it under control, and it would help for a couple of minutes, but then it would go right back to racing again. I kept checking my blood pressure, and I kept getting error messages because my blood pressure was fluctuating so much that the cuff couldn't get an accurate read. It wasn't backing down, it was just getting worse. So I called my ex to come get Joey. She had just dropped him off. An hour and a half beforehand. I was somewhat worried that she would be out, with friends or something, and on her way to Jacksonville, because she doesn't work Fridays anymore. Fortunately, she was home, and it was only 5 minutes away from my home. I told her what was going on, and she came and got Joey. Then I called my parents, told them I needed them to come out to my house right away and take care of things. I'm going to the hospital. They got on the move. And then I called 911. I had a fire crew and EMS get there 4 minutes later. And I was sitting on my front porch waiting on them. I could walk like 6 or 8 feet, 10 feet, but then I would have to immediately sit down. And it just stayed steady. Heart racing, lightheaded. Not too much pain, but pressure. Mostly center mass in my chest, not really radiating anywhere. They got there and they put me on their machine, and my blood pressure was low. It was something like 91 over 62 or 63 or something like that. But my heart rate was at 200 beats per minute. So they gave me this shot of, they immediately ran an IV in my hand, and they gave me a shot of this stuff called adenosine, which, that was a trip. They gave me the shot, and like 10 seconds later, I felt this wicked head rush, and then this weird rolling, tumbling, crushing pain in my chest. Felt like a roller coaster inside my chest. A paramedic described it as getting kicked by an angry mule, which is another good description. It lasted for about a minute, and then everything was fine. And what adenosine does is, when your heart is so erratic, it basically causes your body to do a factory reset on your heart and resets it to normal, or close to normal. My heart immediately stabilized, immediately came back down to like 125 beats per minute. And once I was stable, they got me off the porch. I walked off the porch and sat down on the gurney, and I they strapped me down and they wheeled me out to the road. My driveway is too long and narrow for ambulance or fire truck. Ambulance could do it, fire truck no. And we came here to my local hospital, UF Flagler, and they got me in the ER, and they immediately put me on a heparin drip. I'm still on the heparin. And because I have the cough and the congestion, and now I sound like a frog because I've been coughing so much, they did culture swabs and all that. I didn't think I was sick because I didn't really have any other symptoms, but it turns out that I have bronchitis, and that is the reason for the cough and the congestion. No idea where I caught it, most likely at a doctor's office. But yeah, I very likely had a fairly major heart attack, if what they say about the troponin being as high as it was is true. Nobody here has told me that specifically. They said it's very possible. I Googled it, and the level that it was at Thursday night was classified as major heart attack potential, and it went way beyond that. Way beyond that. I am stable now. I can get up and move around. I don't have any chest pain. The cardiologist said that they told me today that my heart function is a little bit weak, but that could be just from the stress of what I went through Thursday. And as far as what caused it, it was probably a combination of the respiratory infection and all the stress that I've got going on in my life, health in general, this damn mortgage situation. Being worried about this next week, where my ex is going to be at a festival 50 miles away for like 5 days, and I'm going to have Joey, and me being, worried that, not expecting it, but something like this could happen. Of course, I would call 911, and he would just have to ride the ambulance with me and until my parents got there to pick him up. But probably it was a combination of the respiratory infection and the stress. That's what they said. That's what I think. Because the stump is bandaged and whatnot, they looked at that and they ended up ordering a bunch of tests I've done a bunch of tests for that too, and x-rays showed that the end of that fifth metatarsal little toe bone behind the little toe where little toe was could have some osteomyelitis on it again. We did an MRI yesterday and a nuclear white cell test between yesterday and today. I don't know the results of those yet. Those will be much more definitive, proof positive if there's actually osteomyelitis on the bone again. And if there is, we're probably going to have to go back in there again and clean it up again. And that means opening the damn space back up again, and I'm so fucking over it. I don't know for sure yet, and we have to make sure that my heart can withstand doing that again before we could do it in the first place. So that's that. That's my weekend thus far. I hope y'all are having a better one than I am. One bit of good news, one small bright spot is upon getting here Thursday night, I found out that within the last month, University of Florida hospitals and United Healthcare worked out their differences, and now UF takes United Healthcare again. So I'm not going to get saddled with a $30,000 bill for staying here for 3 days. There will, I'm sure, be co-pays that I'm not going to be able to make, knowing United Healthcare, but it's more comforting to know that I don't have to go to St. Vincent's 20 miles away for this or that procedure, or that I can only come here for an emergency. Make life easier, at least. I am trying to maintain, but it's hard not to let it get to me. Everything that happens just radiates more stress. You know, this radiates more stress because now I've got to be like, is it going to happen again? You know, am I not going to be fortunate next time? Is it just gonna bam and I'm done? What if that happens while Joey's with me? Everything I'm doing for nothing. I don't even know if I have cancer yet. Well, I don't even know if the cancer's back. But they did x-rays of my chest and they found a bunch of nodules in my lungs. That could be the respiratory infection. That could be cysts. but it could also be something else. And that's how the cancer came back in 2017, was it metastasized to my lungs. So now it's like, which one's going to do it? The heart or the cancer? How long do I have? I'm constantly praying to, live long enough to see my son grow up. Now, it's like, am I going to live to see him hit double digits? And there's so much stress from every angle, and I don't know how to minimize it. It's like I can't just not, The only time I'm not stressed is when I'm asleep, and I don't do that very well. I had a dream last night that I was healthy and strong. And that me and Joey and wasn't my ex-wife, I wishful fantasy girlfriend, I don't know, pretty blonde. And we were the three of us walking downtown holding hands, and I picked Joey up, all 123 pounds of him, and spun him around, and life seemed so good. And then I woke up to this, and it's like, I don't wake up from nightmares. I wake up to a nightmare. I want to reiterate too that I'm not trying to get people to feel bad for me. And I'm not trying to act like, I've got it so bad and I've got it worse than everybody else. I know there's people that have it worse than me, but I have to focus on me. I have to, I don't have room to, consider what other people are going through. I have to live with what I'm going through, and it's really fucking hard. I'm being tugged on from so many different directions, and none of it's good. My health overall this way. Do I have cancer that way? These damn lenders want to take my house over here, and now I'm having another fucking heart attack for what? And it's another one of those things. It's for nothing. I mean, the stress and being sick, but I shouldn't be having a heart attack because I'm stressed out and because I'm sick. But because of everything I went through before, I'm having a heart attack because my heart is shit. My heart was already in bad shape, and now they're telling me that my heart function is weak. Compared to what? Is it going to get better? And This damn mortgage company's still breathing down my neck. I don't know what to do. I don't know what else I can try. I don't know what else. I don't know where else to go for financial help. I don't. I think I've exhausted everything that there is, and you know, I highly doubt they're going to have a change of heart just because I've had a heart attack and may have cancer to boot. I don't know. I'm about to hit my limit for my video, so I'm going to jump off here and try to get some sleep. Probably not going to happen for a while, but listen to spooky stories on YouTube or something like that. My GoFundMe link will be in the description. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mr. Beast, if you're listening, could use some help. I hope y'all are doing good. Good night.